My father is a con man. I'm just gonna let that sink in before I start this. He has conned me and my mother out of thousands of dollars. He is very manipulative, abusive, and does not care who he hurts along the way. A little disclaimer, this is not clickbait. This is not one of those staged influencer videos with the fake tears and telling you all about my life problems. No, this is not what this is. This is about me sharing about my abusive father and how much pain he's caused me and my mother over the past 27 years. He is also the reason my marriage ended abruptly, and that it will probably affect me for the rest of my life. I will do my best to keep this video PG. I will censor all the cursing. There's a lot of cursing in this video. I will try to keep it short, simple, and to the point. But remember, this is 27 years of childhood trauma, so I will do my best, guys. So, buckle up, grab some popcorn, get comfortable, because I am about to trauma dump all over you. That sounds very bad out of context. This video's main purpose is to spread awareness and maybe connect to someone else who's probably going through this or have parents that are con men or abusive or maybe drug use, because my father is. Maybe this can be a therapy for both of us, so yeah. But I'm on my healing process. That is why I'm making this video anyway. I feel comfortable speaking about my pain to other people now, and yeah, let's just get into it, I guess. And one last thing, disclaimer. For legal reasons, I will not be saying any names. I will not be showing any faces of photos. Photos of faces. I say that right? Yeah. The parties I am speaking about in this video will be kept discreetly for legal reasons, obviously. And I don't want that out there. All right. Good to know. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get into it. All right. First, a little context about me. Hi, my name is Christian Turner. I am 27 years old. I am from Homestead, Florida. And I live happily on the road with my 70-pound German Shepherd in our 28-foot RV. I have 4 siblings, 2 on my mom's side, 2 on my dad's side. 2 sisters on my mom's side, 1 sister, and 1 older brother on my father's side. I am both the middle child on both sides. I remember my father was a DJ, and that my parents met at a sandals resort in the Caribbean. I don't know exactly where. And since he was a DJ, I think they met at one of his gigs or something like that, or maybe it was just a party there. I don't know. And you know how it goes. They fall in love. They want to have a child, yada, yada. So, yeah. So fast forward to March 1999. I'm born. Everything is great. My father cuts my umbilical cord. My mom's happy. My dad's happy. Everyone's happy. One big happy family, right? At this point, my mom's life came crashing down and imploding on her. Buckle up. This is about to be a roller coaster of plot twists, by the way. So my grandfather on my mom's side comes bursting into the hospital, cursing out my father, getting in his face, saying every Jamaican bad word in the Patois dictionary. My grandfather learned that my father was having an affair. He ended up getting that woman pregnant as well, and that he was just using my mom to conceive a child. So I have a sister on my dad's side that is less than a week older than me. Yes, you heard me correctly. So fast forward, my mom took custody of me. I went to grow up with my 2 sisters, yada, 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 you know how it goes. And my mom tried. My mom really tried. I remember going to his house on the weekends, their house on the weekends, and I always wondered why I had siblings with a different mom. But remember, I'm like 6, 7 years old, and that's too much to tell a child. Like, how do you tell a 6-year-old that his father is a con man and used mom to... How do you do that? Please. Like I said, my mom tried. So at this point, I remember him just popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out of my life, just like that. So that's what I got used to. And it went all the way from elementary school to, I think, 6th grade is in the last time I saw them at the time. And my parents had a falling out for some reason. I don't remember, most likely about money. But like I said, this would be the last time I would see them for a while. So my dad's family moved states. They moved out of Miami. And we didn't hear anything for years after that. And everyone went on with their lives. So yeah. In 2017, I just had graduated high school. My mom helped me open up a credit card to help me buy my first car. And I learned that she had an arrangement with him to help make payments on that credit card, like as child support and stuff like that. So my father changes his mind, runs off with the money that he was supposed to help with the payments, obviously. So at this point, no one is making payments on the credit card, and it goes in collections, and now I have thousands of dollars in debt in my name. Now, fast forward to 2019, I had just come out as homosexual. I come to find out that my dad's family has been stalking my Instagram. So my sister sees me and my ex posting on my Instagram, and she sent it to my dad, and both of them are like, "Oh my god, he's gay! This is what he gets for growing up with women! I knew it, even though it's genetic. We all know it's genetic. I most likely got it from one of them." My dad DMs me, "Yo, are you gay? Hey, you gay?" I just didn't even respond, dude. So I let it go on for a week. He texts me again. I still don't respond. And after that, he blocks me on everything. Him and her block me on everything, deletes my number, changes their number. Yeah, life goes on. Fast forward to 2020, my 21st birthday, I get a call from an unknown number. I answer it. It's my father. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I wanted to reach out to you," and smiling face, by the way. I just wanted to reach out to you, say happy birthday, and "Oh, how you doing? And I would like a relationship and this like that. Oh, I'm more open now about it." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yeah. What do you want?" I was like, "All right, I'll bite. What do you want?" And he basically tells me over the phone everything I've just told you now. So my dumb self. Oh, by the way, 2020 March. This is like peak COVID, by the way. So March 2020. My dumb self, I decide to buy a plane ticket from Fort Lauderdale to Charlotte, North Carolina, and he picks me up from the airport there. So I flew there, and I got a real good deal on it because it was COVID, so round trip was only like $60 because no one was flying. But I got a week's trip there. I flew there. We bonded. Yeah, we're nice to hang out. Come to the house. Yada, South Carolina. Trip ends. He pulls me outside before the couple hours before my flight. He pulls me outside, sits me down, and says, "Look, I know you're gay. Why didn't you say this to me? Why couldn't you speak to me like a man about it?" And I just didn't say anything. I just sat there like, it's because I'm afraid of him. I am afraid of him. I know what he's capable of, and I'm afraid. But he was saying, "Oh, you were just going to sit there, fly back home, and we weren't going to have this conversation." Like he was there in my entire life. Bro. I don't see you as a parent. I just see you as this dude that used my mother for what he wanted, and yeah, I never called you the words dad, and I don't like it. I feel like I vomited in my mouth even just saying his name or so whatever. I flew back home, yada. Fast forward, I met my ex-fiance at the time, my fiance at the time in the Florida Keys. And then he was military, so we moved from the Keys to Boston. And on the way from moving from Florida to Boston, we stopped and see them on the way. And so my ex-fiance actually ended up meeting my father, and they actually clicked and met, talked about tattoos and all this and stuff like that. And they actually really bonded, and he actually ended up liking him. So I'm like, okay, maybe he has changed. Maybe this could work. I'm like, okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Fast forward to June 2024, my father's 50th birthday. I flew into South Carolina from Boston, and I rented a 30-foot Cruise America, and we had a little staycation RV trip with them, and we had fun. We had a really good time bonding over RV life. That's when I learned my father's also into RV life too. So I'm like, okay, maybe he has changed. Like, we can bond over this. Yeah, let's do it. And on that trip, I learned that he was living with my sister in their house because the house that my great-grandmother lost, she passed. She gave him the house in his will, and the other side of the family didn't like that, so he lost the house over settlement. So I learned he was living with my sister. And at the time, on the back burner, I had this 22-foot travel trailer that was fixing up in case things didn't work out with my ex-fiance, because I felt things drifting apart. So I had that on the back burner, fixing that up. And on that trip, I had so much fun with the Cruise America rental. I'm like, oh crap, I should have bought a motorhome. They're so much fun. So that's what ended up happening. So I said, why don't I sell the travel trailer to my father and buy a motorhome, which ended up actually happening. I fixed up this travel trailer. I bought him a bunch of tools. I bought him bed sheets, tools to pull it. I bought a hitch for it. I put brand new tires on it. I rented a U-Haul Silverado, and I pulled it 900 miles from Quincy, Massachusetts to Columbia, South Carolina. So I pulled it that's almost 900 miles. He was supposed to help with buying the travel trailer, gas, tolls, and the rental for the Silverado. He's only sent me $100. And when I asked him for this money, I will read the text to you. When I asked him for this money, because I'm in the process of breaking up with my ex-fiance and heading home, so when I asked him for this money, he sent me this. You know, it's really amazing to me in the manner that you choose to speak to me, son. I know I owe you money. We had an arrangement. You didn't. You did something very nice to me, but you will not speak to me just like I am the same age or sizes. This message is very, very rude, and I will get your money very soon. Trust me, and you can do what you will. So I let that fester and on the back burner. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we had a falling out. Didn't speak to him for months. Comes time for me to move out of my ex-fiance's place. When I came back from the RV trip with the rental, he was picking me up, my fiance was picking me up from the airport, and we got into an argument about money. So that was already there. Fast forward to July 2025, I'm leaving my fiance's place because he's kicking me out because he's upset that I chose my father to help my father than to be with him. I'm spending all this money on my father than my actual marriage right now, my engagement with my ex-fiance. That is why 90% of the reason we broke up. So again, my father is a big reason of my marriage breaking apart. I chose to help family than my significant other. So I drive from Boston to South Carolina to the same park my dad is in the travel trailer in. And we just have this awkward conversation like, hi, yeah, where's the money? Still nothing, I'm talking about it. So another long story, at that park, he had a dog that he was given for free, German Shepherd. She ended up being pregnant, and the dog ended up having babies. That's another funny long story. Long story short, the dog, she had one of the babies stuck or something like that, so he had to put the dog down, and this is where I learned my father owned a pistol. And he basically OD-Yellered his dog. Pulled me out. I was asleep, by the way. He pulled me out of the RV and was like, oh, hey, you want to go for a ride? And I'm like, it's his last day here. I'm like, whatever, dude. Let's go. So yeah, he basically OD-Yellered his dog. The dog gives birth in the travel trailer. It's disgusting. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God. He puts the dog down, and the next morning I come into the RV, and I don't want him alone because he's in there alone with a pistol. And he's talked about ending it before, and I didn't know what to expect, dude. I go over there. He gets upset all at me about everything, and always in a bad mood, always a negative cloud, black cloud living over him. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, dude, what? So I grabbed the title and the registration for the travel trailer, which is technically still in my name, and I threw it at him. I threw it in his face, and I'm like, here. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, dude, I can't. So I run out of the RV, and he goes, what'd you say? What'd you say to me, boy? What'd you say to me, boy? And I can't hear you. I'm too busy walking away. And he's like, oh, I know you hear me. And then after that, the very next day, I sent him a very nasty text because he left. He wasn't at the park anymore. And I will read you the text. And this is the last conversation I've had with my father. As of 2026, this is the last conversation. And buckle up, because this is the cherry. Drop the mic. This is 26 years of childhood trauma and me defending my mother. And I am about to read to you right now. How dare you? How dare you? You want to speak to me like a man? Well, here the it is, dude. Stay the away from me and my family. I have went above and beyond, bent over backwards for you this past year, and you proceed to treat me like this. Are you serious? Wow, bro. Are you serious? Even turning my own siblings against me for your yeah, very father-like. Who treats their own kids like this? I am ashamed to hold their last name. I am tired of you treating the Turner family like absolute garbage while I'm standing up for my mother this time. I rented a motorhome for your 50th. My mom even sent money to your mother when she was stuck overnight at the damn airport. I took y'all camping. I bought you a travel trailer, fixed it up, towed it 900 miles, which you still owe me money for, Mr. Big Man. And then I said his name. And after I came out to you about my sexuality, everyone said you changed and said you were more open now. Bull. As soon as you got what you wanted, you went right back to your old ways. My family was right about you, always was, and I was too naive to listen. I truly thought we were reconnecting through RV life and our dream, but it was quite the opposite. I even wanted you at my wedding to walk me down the aisle with Mom. You absolutely lost that privilege and any other. I have never had any beef with my siblings on my dad's side. Oh, it's always been you. I'm tired of the verbal abuse from you and hiding in my room about it. I am not hiding in my room about it anymore. You are a monster, and Mom was right about you to the very last detail. Bro, there's a special place in hell for people like you. I truly wish you nothing but the best, but I never want to see you ever again. Goodbye, Dad. Period. Oops, don't want to crack my phone. Yeah, that was the last message I sent to my father, and he actually responded to this, because I had to send this to him on Instagram, but I remember, because I sent it to him, and I had to make sure that he read it before I blocked him. So when he read it, I blocked him. Now I see why my mom and my sister on my mom's side were so overprotective over me, and my grandfather. I don't blame them. I'm happy with my life right now. I finally closed the book on that, and I had to see for myself how he is in person, and that my mom was never lying to me, and if she did, it was for my protection, and I was too young to understand anyways. But yeah, I don't blame my family, my mom. How could I? How do you tell a 6-year-old boy that your father is one of the worst people in existence and basically just used you? And yeah. But yeah, me and my mother are now thousands of dollars in debt because of my father. And it has been very hard digging myself out of this hole these past 2 years. And my marriage literally ended because of it. And yeah, and I've never really I've told people pieces of this story, but never the whole story. That's what this video is right here. But my previous relationship with my ex-fiance and my father, they kind of piggyback on each other. So my ex-fiance kind of turned into my dad situation. You know what I mean? So yeah. So why things ended with my ex-fiance, it's starting to look like a situation with my father. So I have these two men in my life now that were just abusive, and I am a child of verbal abuse mostly. And so when my ex-fiance started doing it to me because of my dad, I didn't know what to do. Who do I speak to about this? Like, dude, like, but yeah, that was basically my trauma, because I was with my ex-fiance for 4 years. And then you already know the situation with my father. So that's the story of the abusive men in my life. It's fun being gay, right? Yeah, absolutely. Because it's not like people think that we have less problems than straight relationships and heterosexual people. But no, we have the same exact problems. What you talking about? But yeah, yeah. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. But yeah. That's my purpose for this video, is just being open about it and sharing it. If anyone else is going through the same thing, then yeah. Leave it in the comments if you have any stories you would like to tell me about. I respond to all my comments. But yeah, that's my life. Kylo, come here. Come here. Guys, come here. Come. Kylo, come here. Come say hi. Hello. What's up, mister? Who dat? Yeah. But now I have an emotional support German Shepherd, and he does his job. Oh, he does his job. Hi, buddy. But yeah, I tell people I have the perfect example of how not to treat my children the day I decide to have kids. And I get comments all the time of people on my videos that be like, wow, you are going to be an amazing father one day because they see how I treat Kylo. But yeah, I've I've gone past this pain. It's way behind me now. The reason why I'm speaking about it now is just to let go and move on with my life and just be happy. I am happy. I live full-time on the road. I'm living my childhood dream. Everyone wonders, do I speak to therapy? Do I go to therapy? Do I speak to therapists? How do you cope with this pain? And how I did as a child, because I had to do most of my learning through television. My mom worked 9 hours a day, so sister was home watching me mostly, and what my sister did was just turn on the TV. So whatever was in the DVD, I'm a 2000s baby, by the way, whatever was in the DVD book, I had to work with, and I had to learn off. And one of those movies was... You know exactly. But yeah, that movie was a big awakening for me, and I didn't know what RVs was for that. And Robin Williams, I'm bringing this movie up because Robin Williams is literally super dad in that movie. That's why I tell people Robin Williams is my dad and my inspiration, because I learned so much through a TV screen than my actual father. And Robin in real life is known for stories like this. Overall, moral of the story I've learned from all of this is that I do not let my parents' past define me. I am my own person. I think my mom's biggest fear is me turning out like him, but as you can see, that is not the case. I know what you're thinking. If you're posting this publicly, aren't you afraid of him seeing it? Oh, absolutely. Not that I'm afraid. I want him to watch this. I want to see I want him to know how much pain he's put the Turner family through this entire time. I want him to see that how much I resent him and how much I do not need him and how much I never needed him and how much happier my life is without him. But yeah, like I said, thank you for sitting through this video with me. Like, subscribe. I do RV life videos at least once a week. I've been posting shorts mostly, but I just wanted to get this video out there because Father's Day just passed and, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. And yeah, love you guys so much. And you are not alone. I am here if anyone else is going through this. So yeah, it was very fun story time to tell you guys with all this. So yeah, love you. Bye. Mwah.